Okay, so we're starting to record now, and I'm here with Paul in the Georgian Theatre in Stockton-on-Tees. Paul, tell me a little bit about the background of the theatre and your involvement in it.
Okay, well, the theatre's actually been here just over 250 years. I've been here slightly less than that. We've been in occupation for 25 years. We're just over 25 years. Just under 25 years, 25 years next year. And we basically came in 1993. The theatre was vaguely recognisable in its kind of current shape, but it was a bit of a tired building. It had been reopened in 1980 after it had been standing derelict for a number of years, having previously been a sweet factory and a Salvation Army citadel, actually only been a theatre for about 100 years.
Right. Just a small fraction of time.
Absolutely, yeah. And we were approached by the local authority at the time, who were pretty desperate to get somebody in to actually make use of it in a creative space.
So what were you doing before you came into here? Then?
Me personally,
yeah.
I was actually working for the council. I was in the housing department.
Okay,
so
right man for the job.
Well, yes, but the thread that runs through it, I mean, there was people from all sorts of backgrounds, people working in nursing, people working in civil service, that kind of stuff. But we were all playing in bands, so we were a music collective.
So you were playing in a band as well?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
So playing in bands, we came together as a music collective a few years earlier, and we were desperate for somewhere to play.
Right.
The kind of music that we were playing being sort of original music composed by ourselves. If you weren't playing the latest hits, or you weren't playing stuff that dated back to the kind of 50s, 60s and 70s, people weren't interested in giving you a gig. So there was only a couple of places in Teesside that would actually entertain original artists.
Yeah.
So we had to do it ourselves. So we were kind of meeting in the back room of a pub and playing 2 gigs a week in the back room of a pub, which was so tiny and unsuitable for our needs. We couldn't keep any gear there, or if we did keep gear there, it kept going missing, or was being borrowed and used by the people that came through the pub. So we decided we need our own home. We looked at a number of places, most of which were just basically community centres, and even rooms within community centres. And then this place was offered to us. I'd only been in it a couple of times previously. I had no clear recollection of what it looked like, but it had a stage, and it had a balcony where we could fire the lights from. And it had a place where we could kind of conceivably cobble a bar together, and some toilets, and that's all we needed. So we started to put shows together and regular performances.
So was it doing the shows that really kind of triggered an interest in renovating the whole place, or?
Yeah, I mean, as I say, I started off being in bands, and then ended up being in a group of volunteers who then organised things for bands. And then, as that kind of progressed, I actually was lucky enough to get a job with another organisation that kind of organised people who organised bands.
Right.
So I was getting further and further removed from performing, but more and more into the organising and the coming together, because you know, no matter how rock and roll things are, you can't just do things by turning up and plugging in.
Right.
Someone's got to pay for something, somewhere along the line, someone's got to raise funds, bills have got to be paid, things have got to be cleaned, staff have got to be hired, security's got to be brought in, so it just kind of grows, like a snowball over the years. So like a lot of people in this kind of work, I just kind of drifted into it really, and as you kind of go through that sort of timeline, it gets covered up with more and more bureaucracies, there's more forms to fill in. More things need paying for, people want you to be insured, things like that. People want you to keep places in good working order. Plumbers need to come in and fix toilets, joiners need to come in and fix doors. So all of these things kind of form the bedrock of running any building, really, not just a music venue. So that's where I ended.
So that kind of evolved into what you currently do.
Absolutely, it's not just me, of course. There's
No,
a team
no,
of about
no.
half a dozen of us do it, plus the staff we bring in on the weekend to run the
So
events.
are you still involved in playing music at all? And,
Sadly not. Sadly
No.
not. No, that's it.
No.
You know, that's for my children to pick up the baton and take on my legacy, and
Okay.
I'll live my rock and roll career through them. And
Yeah, okay.
one
So
day,
do they worship you as a rock and roll dad then?
Of course not. No, I'm the most uncool person in the house, you know. So
Is that
in their
right?
eyes,
So
they're only young though. They don't understand how cool I really am.
right. So have you played any of? Did you record any of the stuff that you did?
Yeah, I don't. I honestly don't know if I've ever sat them down with my music or whether they would actually be interested in it. You know, so
No.
who knows?
No. How old are they?
They are 15 and 13. So
Oh, okay. They're going through that difficult
yeah,
period where
absolutely.
they don't really
yeah.
appreciate anything, do they?
Especially not the dad. Yeah, I'm sure they do really. You know, deep down, if I was drowning, I like to think they'd throw me a life preserver. But you know, but in terms of walking side by side with me down the high street, you know, I have to be either a few steps ahead or a few steps behind.
No, okay.
Quite
Well,
right
a
too.
bit like the royal family, yeah?
Exactly, yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
Prince
That's how I model my entire life. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Thanks, Paul.
Great stuff.
Yeah,
Thank
good
you very much
thank
indeed.
You. Thank
Okay.
you.